Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It's like the old commercial for Verizon. And then the guy switched to Sprint. This may be really... I haven't watched TV for like, I don't know, 2-3 years. Onto my... No, it'll be too close to my mouth. Yeah. So, hopefully that is better. Anyway, so the Cancer... the Cancer Capricorn axis is my favorite personally, even though the next one is Aquarius Leo axis, which is also very nice for the two of us. But anyway, why is it so good of an axis? Well, for me personally, or that at least that is my interpretation of the energies, is Cancer divine feminine, Capricorn divine masculine. So duality of two energies that cannot exist without each other, and in their most healthiest expression create the most supportive environment for life to thrive, is how I would put it. So with this full moon, I would encourage you to connect with both. The sun is in Capricorn, so the sun here, which is a masculine energy, sun represents your ego. Sun represents your rational, it's the overarching energy that is holding it all together gravitationally. So, and it's the light, right? And then, so what is the healthiest expression of masculine energy? And you guys, when I say that, I don't really mean male and female human wise, right? I mean energetically. When you speak of the masculine energy, which is very Capricorn related, you think of strength, you think of focus, you think of structure, you think of support, right? And in its healthy form, if that is provided energetically, if that structure, if that strength, if that resilience, if that determination is there, then it provides this ultimate support for the feminine that comes on top of that, right? So, and then the feminine then pours in the love, right? The nurture, the kindness, the softness, the, you know, that. It's funny, and we all have them both, you know, we all have both of them. The question is, how do we balance them? The question is, how do we exert them? So for me personally, just to throw an example, I very much I put out a lot of masculine energy, and it took me, and I did more so when I was younger, and I think only in my later life I have, you know, trying to become in touch with my feminine energy. But it's still a struggle, and it is a constant struggle to connect with that softness, right? Because ultimately the habitual way, again for me, is to just kind of like go full force and then take care of all of it myself, right? And then just be done with it, and not having to rely, like, finding the balance ultimately of the two is just interesting exercise to begin with, right? So that's one thing. Now obviously the moon is ruling planet of Cancer. So if the moon is in Cancer, so you and I don't know who else, you have moon, no, you're Cancer rising, I think.
And the other one.
And the other one?
Yeah, isn't there two? One going down and one going up?
Well, you can only be one, because the other one is on the other side. Yeah, grab a blanket.
Oh, I thought I was two Cancers and one Aquarius something.
Yes. You are, yes, you are Cancer moon, also my Cancer moon over here. And he knows, obviously, because he's my son, so he has to know. You know, there was this thing on Instagram recently, and it said, like, my son is texting me about his birth info, and then the mom is texting the son back like, get rid of the girl or something like that, you know. And I'm like, that's kind of funny, because my son's reply to the text, he wouldn't even text me. He would be like, where's your Venus and what's your rising sign, would be his reply to. Anyway, so for those of you with moon in Cancer, moon is there at home. So you are just so immediately connected to the feminine energy. Do you feel connected to your feminine energy? Yeah? Do you feel connected to your feminine energy? See, like, I don't know if he's connected to his feminine energy. He is. But anyway, so anything that you have in Cancer, right? And this is kind of where it helps when you know what you have where, right? This is why you're giving me the information, so I can run your chart and I'll ship you off the picture. And then you're like, oh, next time we're chatting, you're like, oh wait, my Venus is in Cancer, right? My Venus is in Cancer, for example. That's how I connect with him, right? My Venus and his moon, we speak the same language, so we have that connection, because his Venus is in Capricorn. So if we only had that, we were talking like one Japanese and no, they're all still weird pictures. It would be Russian and Chinese, something like that. Anyway, you get the point. But here is the twist in this particular time and space. Pluto comes into, and this is why you need to know where your stuff is, because Pluto, where did I say your Pluto was? You don't remember. It is on my phone, but my phone is over there streaming. So Pluto is actually in this very moment in Capricorn. Really? I mean, it's MLK. It was quiet all day, you guys, all day long. I think they're leaving. All right, so Pluto is the Lord of Underworld, right? Pluto is Hades, for those of you who are connected with your Greek mythology. In the Roman mythology, Pluto is, is what? Pluto is Pluto. Thank you. In North is Hell. Actually, the lady Hell. She's a girl, goddess, and that's where the word Hell actually comes from. Pluto is the ruler of Hell. Pluto is the Lord of Underworld. Pluto is ruler of Scorpio as well. So anybody Scorpio rising or strong Scorpio placement, ruler and me. Pluto is the ruler of your chart. Why is it important? Because Pluto is conjunct Sun in Capricorn, and it's opposing Moon in Cancer right now. What that means is Pluto is always the place in our chart where we carry our wounds. The biggest wound, whether it's from this lifetime, whether it's karmic wound, it is the place where you hurt. Right? It is where you were betrayed, it is where you've been lied to, it is where you lie, it is where you play out your pain, it is where you feel your pain, it is all of that. It is also a place where you have the opportunity to heal your pain in this particular lifetime. Where your Pluto lies, that is where there is a potential, a tremendous potential. It's like you are ready for that particular trauma to be healed, right? So Pluto with the conjunction, so whenever you have conjunction, you've heard me say that a million times, but I will repeat it. Pluto conjunction means that the energies have agreed to integrate, right? Integrate. They are creating this like conglomerate, right? They wanna, everything they're doing are doing together. They're supporting each other. They're picking up on each other. They're carrying each other on the, piggyback rides and all of that. So Pluto with the Sun creates, again, it's a tremendous opportunity for something that's coming up to light. Right now, they're both in Capricorn, which is the great work of your life. Hello? right? You can even like make this shit up. It is important. The Pluto Sun stuff is important. So whatever really the wound that you're carrying, you can effectively heal it generations backwards. And that's big. That's really big. Like the potential there is really big. I was talking last time we were here when we were talking moon, moon in Capricorn. Pluto returns to its sign every 249 years-ish, right? It's returning for the United States of America this year. It's Pluto return. It will be interesting, just saying, what will happen, because again, it's wound, it's power. Pluto is always like, where are you betraying yourself, power wise? Where are you leaking personal power? You know, how can you exert your authentic power? How can you find your authentic power? So this Pluto situation is just something to, that's much better sound. Much better sound. So this Pluto placement in this particular scenario is just something to really be mindful. So go look, you know, where your Pluto lies, and then if you don't know where it is, I'll just give you a big, you know, this is what it is, and then you can dig in. You can dig in into your stuff. You know, Pluto as a ruler of Scorpio is just willing to dig in into some pain, right? It's willing to tackle some charged, or you could say emotionally charged topics. A lot of social taboos, a lot of sex related stuff, you know, can be coming up with Pluto. Death related stuff, life and death, a lot of life and death. These are like big life questions, big topics, something that's really halting your progress. And what I mean by that is of the evolution of your soul, right? So your soul is on some trajectory, right? It is not linear by any means. It's usually goes like that. But the Pluto part is halting, you know, that possible progress. So you're always asking yourself, how do I navigate this energy successfully? Or if I fail to navigate this energy, what is the failure going to look like, right? And then again, depending where your Pluto is, which sign, and then which house, then based, or what is the position towards the current Pluto, around 87. You got Pluto in Scorpio, don't you? Are you 87? 84.
I just checked my Pluto is in Scorpio.
Yeah. So Pluto and Scorpio people, such as yourself, I believe that you are going to be the generation. You are the generation. So you may be close.
I'm 87.
87. I know 87s, but it's a bunch of years. Like, it's big cluster, actually, because Pluto travels so slowly. What year are you? 88. So you're Pluto Scorpio too. What year are you? 87. There you go. Another Pluto in Scorpio. You guys are crucial for, in my opinion. This is all in my humble opinion, okay? None of what I said put your arm into fire, but you're going to be crucial in the transformation of collective consciousness. In my opinion, you will elevate us collectively because Pluto rules Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign that's willing to look at its wounds and it's willing to do the work. And then so like yourself, you know, you're a perfect example of that just because I happen to know you, you know, a little bit. People such as yourself and all of you with Pluto that are here, like you wouldn't be here if you weren't doing certain kind of work, you know. And that work, I was just having a reading with somebody else in Pluto and Scorpio today. Scorpio Sun, she happened to be Scorpio Sun as well. But here's the thing, you don't know, and we never know we never know how much effect we have on other people. And you don't even need to know. But for you guys, for all of you with Pluto and Scorpio, you are crucial. You are absolutely crucial for the evolution of human consciousness. You guys, if you mess this up, and that's what I told her today. I'm like, and my note, it was literally my note said, like, my note said, if you mess, like, a lot of people rely on you to get this right. This is how, and you don't even know them, right? You will never meet them. You have no karmic obligation to them. Let me say that again. You don't know them. You will never meet them. You have zero karmic obligation to them. Yet, they are heavily relying on you to get this right. So don't fuck it up. So you all now bow to Gerard. I'm just joking. But it's funny because it is a joke, but also it isn't, because it is important. The ripple effect is so important, right? Every one of us individual work has, it trickles backwards too. You heal the people who are dead, you heal future generations. You obviously help a current generation. At least, that's what I happen to subscribe. That's the astrology that I happen to subscribe to, and that's just kind of how I have embraced it, and that's it. I cannot back away now. Like, it's too late now. I'm in. So, and then last but not least, Venus is obviously still in play. Venus is still in retrograde, and it's going to be in retrograde until January 18th or 19th, and then it's still going to be in a shadow phase for like another month. So we will still feel the effect of Venus, who did conjunct Pluto. Jenny and I talked about that. It conjunct Pluto and Sun. It conjunct Pluto back, but it conjunct the Sun on January 8th.
I remember that day.
Oh my God. You texted me, that's right. She's like, what's happening? And I'm like, don't worry, it's just Venus conjuncting Sun. Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. So we're still feeling that. So there's intimacy, right? All of the intimacy issues, all of the, again, Capricorn, it's like the masculine, right? What are you connecting there with? How are you supporting yourself? Where are you? And this is what I've been thinking about a lot lately. Where are you not supporting yourself? Right? So you can, and then especially with Cancer, so let's circle it back to Cancer. Thank you. This is how I collect data on a postage notes. With the Cancer, with the Cancer feminine, like, where do you actually fail to support yourself, right? Where do the masculine part of you fail to support the feminine part of you, right? It's and it is really interesting, because if you don't get it right, you cannot effectively, and with Venus and Moon, heart and soul, you cannot effectively show up in intimacy, and you will not get what you want out of it until you balance your own energies, and then alone you can show up and get from intimacy what it is that you actually want. Does that make sense? Okay. Questions? It is a lot. So it's a lot. Right now, it's a lot. And then Mercury went retrograde, and who even cares, right? So nobody even cares. Like, what was happening? Like, my music wasn't working on Saturday in class. Like, nobody even cares. So I go Mercury. Mercury goes to retrograde 3 times a year, you guys. It's not really that important. I mean, it is important, but it is important from the perspective that you just need to know that it's happening, and you need to back up your files, and you need to double check your communication, right? And that's really what it comes down to. Just make sure that what you're saying, the person actually hears what you're saying. It's like, did I hear you say this? Yes, no, okay, great, moving on, right? At this point, at least for me anyway, and my Mercury is actually quite prominent in my chart. I also speak for a living, so there's that. And you will also notice that when Mercury is doing something, I talk way more than other times. If you are around me a lot, you will notice that you will notice Mercury's patterns just based on how much I talk. I talk a lot in general. Alex is like laughing over there, but it's true. And then sometimes I make more sense or less sense than other times, but that's just how it is. Okay, so that's it. Are we ready to flow? Yes. Excellent. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, we still have a little bit of a fire. That's so nice. I was planning on doing a fire for a while, but it never seemed to really work out until today. I thought Misha was still there tending to the fire, but apparently he's gone. He got bored with me talking. All right, so as far as the flow goes, I would really like for you guys to focus on the connection of your masculine and feminine. You are building the posture from the ground up. You are building your structure and foundation and strength and stability without, with clarity. So without emotions, right? So the masculine, it's not that it's emotionally disconnected. That's because it's not. It really, what it is it's able to put the emotion aside until the structure is stable and strong, and then it's able to invite the emotions in. You like that, Gerard? Right? So there's just certain clarity. There's a focus that the masculine is able to hold together until the structure, because, as Eckhart Tolle likes to say, all structures are unstable unless they're built in a proper masculine energy. That's my addition. All right, let's do it. So let's start in tabletop. Might as well just get into that. Are we playing or not, or what? Just a few what? Tabletops? Ashes, yeah. It is. It comes with the environment. That's right. It comes with the porch. There we go. It is. Oh, we should do daily retreats. All right, come on, play. So this is right, Mercury technical difficulties. Come on. So it seems to be playing, but no sound seems to be coming out. It seems to be connected. Oop. Okay. So hang in there. Try to warm up a little bit. Yep, it says it's connected to the speaker. It's doing everything it's supposed to be doing, yet the speaker is not speaking. Come on. Whew, well.
Can you try turning it off and on?
On and off, yeah, I guess I could do that. There we go. And play. Yes! Thank you, Maya. You know, sometimes you just have to turn it on and off. That is just the truth. That's the ultimate truth. Reset, that's right. All right. Take my vest off. Plank, my friends. Plank it is. So you're building your structure, you're building your strength, you're connecting with your foundation. Where do you go, right? Activating the arms, finding the belly, finding the quads, the heels, the glutes, crown of the head, reaching forward. Hold and breathe. Build your heat. Nice. Diane, drop your hips just a tad for me. Nice. Crown of the head, reaching forward. How long can you get? Yeah, from the heels to the back, to the crown of the head. Dig in the fingertips. Beautiful, Maya. Slowly, right knee connects to the right tricep. Tap it in and hold it. Nothing moves, just the leg. Hold it. Are you breathing? Step it back. Exhale. Inhale. Left knee, left tricep. Tap it in and hold. And breathe. Slow breath. Step it back. Drop down to your knees. Shift forward. Elbows in. Lower. Half or less. Pull your heart through. Take a moment. Roll the shoulders up and back. Open through the collarbones. Hips go back, downward facing. Say again. Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever you need to do or whatever you don't need to do. Yeah, and then you have like right in front of you. But feel free to, take it as easy as you would like and no twists. Okay? I'm just gonna throw that in there right away. All right. Downward facing dog, same. It's the ultimate place where you come back always. So how do you support yourself here? Find the strength through the arms. Find the connection of the hand to the mat. The hips go as high as you can make them. Maybe slightest bend in the knees to support the shortness of the hamstrings, right? Nice. Come forward. Find your way to plank. And hold. Push the mat away. Find the heels. Eyes of the elbows slightly rotating forward. Where can you engage? Pull the belly in. Lift up the kneecaps. Breath. Simplicity of your structure. Heels drop off to your right. Exhale. Stay. Try to keep even through both arms, through both shoulders weight-wise. Through the center, inhale, off to the left. Exhale, hold. Breathe. Yes. Through the center, inhale. Knees or not, shift forward, elbows in, lower, halfway down. Take your time, pull your heart through. Hips go back, downward facing. In through your nose. Step back, lengthen, find space. Soften it up a tad. Come forward, find your way to plank again. Hold. I'm not doing that, it's so weird. Right knee, right tricep connected and hold. Slowly cross it under to the left tricep and hold, mindful of the weight shifting through the arms. Keep it as even as possible. Back to the right, hold. And step it back. Left knee, left tricep, tap it in, hold. Cross it under, hold. Back to the left, hold. And step it back. Inhale where you are, knees are not, forward. Exhale, lower, halfway down. Pull your heart through. Inhale. Hips go back. Downward facing. In through your nose. Open mouth. Let it go. Again, check in. Connect. In through your nose. Open mouth. Let it go. Walk, step, float. Front of your space. When you get there, find your feet. Keep a little space. Bend your knees. Soften the upper body. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, halfway up. And fold. Last one, halfway up. Activate, away from the legs. Find engagement. Exhale, fold. Rising up all the way, slowly. Arms reach up over your head. Bring your hands to heart center. And then now find a quality standing posture. Again, connect everything that you need to connect to the ground. And then lift up through the heart and through the crown of the head. I wonder if we will be lucky enough to see the moon by the time we leave. There are no clouds. All the clouds went away. It should be somewhere there. I'll let you know if I see it. In through your nose. Open mouth. Release. Again, in through your nose. Open mouth. Let it go. Nice. Arms reach up. Inhale. Hinging at the waist. Empty your breath all the way down. Half lift. Flat back. Plant your hands. Step back to plank. Hold. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Yes. Another. Breath in. Knees are not forward. Elbows in. Lower. Halfway. Inhale. Pull your heart through. Hips go back, downward facing. In through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Tippy toes, knees bent. Look where you're going. Walk, step, float. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. All the way up, arms reach up. All the way down, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, plank. Breath in and out. Right knee, right tricep, tap it in. And step it back. Left knee, left tricep, tap it in. And step it back. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Heart through. Hips go back, downward facing. In through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Tiptoes, knees bend. Look where you're going. Walk, step, float. Half lift, awaits. Exhale, fold. All the way up, arms reach up. All the way down, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale where you are. Exhale, heels go off to your right. Back through the center. Off to your left. Back through the center. Forward elbows in, halfway. Pull your heart through. Hips go back, downward facing. In through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Tiptoes, knees bent, look where you're going. Walk, step, float. Half lift. And fold. I can actually feel the fire. All the way up, arms reach up. All the way down, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale. Right knee, right tricep, tap it in, hold. Cross it under, hold. Back to right, hold. And step it back, left to left, tap it in, hold. Cross it under, cross it back, and step it back. Forward, elbows in, lower, halfway. Pull your heart through, and go back, downward facing. Warmer? Yes! All right, take a moment, breathe in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. One more, just like that, in. And open mouth, release. Tiptoes, knees bent, look where you're going. Walk, step, float. Half lift. And fold. Chair pose, knees bent, arms up. You know, plank, chair pose. I don't want to tell you. It's just kind of, do you feel the fire? Yeah. It's really nice. And goes a little bit over this way. It's actually doing much better than I thought. That's great. I'm so happy. Taking some layers off. Girat also took some layers off. I like it. Where's your masculine? Maya's in it. Maya's like, Building some heat here through my fucking chair pose. Hang in there. Forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plank your hands, step back to plank. Inhale where you are, exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, pull your heart through. Hips go back, downward facing, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Right leg lifts, up and back. Right knee connects to the right tricep, tap it in, shift forward to plank, hold it right there. Side plank off to your right, open up. And then just hold. Again, find the strength and the stability of this posture and then build it. And then once you're there, can you invite a little softness, little nurturing, little, loving kindness? Can you invite some love into the mix? Nice. Right hand goes down, plank. Inhale where you are. Exhale, forward, elbows in, lower, halfway. Inhale, pull your heart through. Hips go back, downward facing, left leg lift, up and back. Inhale. Left knee, tap it in, left tricep, hold. And then open out to your left to whatever variation of side plank you choose. And then again, push the mat away. Find a proper strength and engagement. Lift it up. And then invite some nurturing. Some softness, some TLC, touchy-feely is how I like to call Cancer energy. How do you feel about that, Gerard? Touchy-feely. In a good way, though. In, the best way. Plank. Forward, elbows in. It doesn't mean weak, you guys. It does not mean weak. Hips go back, downward facing, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Again, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Round forward, find your way to plank again. Big plank kind of a day. Hold it. Right knee taps in, right tricep. Step it back. Left knee taps in, left tricep. Step it back. One more, right knee, right tricep, tap. Hips go back, three-legged dog, lengthen. Step your right foot all the way in, dial your left heel down, warrior one. And then again, can you step your feet into the shape and then build your posture from ground up, right? And then sometimes that's easier said than done, right? A lot of the times we come up and then we begin to adjust. And that's quite alright, but can we try for today to try to build the posture from ground up? Now drop your arms down. Lift up on your back heel, drag your back foot slightly further forward, step back into your heel, straighten your front leg. Wiggle out your hips a little bit, pull up through the heart, and then hinge at the waist and slowly begin to come halfway. Both of your legs are straight-ish, so you're halfway down through pyramid pose. Notice what happens through the back of your right knee. Notice what happens through your right hip, if it pulls forward or back or wherever. Let go of the arms, just dangle them down. Yeah, and then notice if they are vertical, how vertical are they, right? One more breath in. Scissoring the feet in towards each other. There's a weight in your back foot. Inhale here, exhale, fold. Just let go of the upper body. Maybe fingertips touch the ground. Maybe you release the head. Again, there's a weight in the back foot. Notice you can keep wiggling through your hips a little bit. You are looking for a sweet spot at the center of your hips. Bend your right knee. Crawl your hands forward. Left leg lift. Standing splits. If you want to take a shot at hopping and then falling off the porch, you are welcome to do that at your own risk. At your own risk, okay? All right, 10 toes on the mat, otherwise is your release. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bring it up. And stay. Shift your weight into your heels a little bit, right? Find some softness through the legs. Pull the pelvic floor in and up, belly, arms reach. Oh, look, my hummingbirds came on. It's so nice. Breath in. Forward fold. Let it go. Half lift, flat back, plant your hands, walk, step, float, however you'd like to go through your vinyasa. Feel free to throw a crow in there. Anything that's structural, anything that you can build your strength, and then anything that requires you, nice Alex, to soften it up. Downward facing in through your nose. Let's connect with the breath again. Open mouth, let it go. Find your way forward into a plank. Hold your plank. Slowly, left knee connects to the left tricep. Tap it in. Slowly step it back. Right knee, right tricep. Tap it in. And step it back. Keep pushing away from the mat. Left to left. Tap it in. Hips go back. Three-legged dog. Lengthen. Step your left foot all the way in. Dial your back heel down. Warrior one. Rise. You are in with the legs. Pressure outer edge of your back foot. Lift through the floating ribs. Push the right hip forward. Breath in. Exhale your arms down. Lift up back heel. Drag your back foot in. Step back into the heel. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Square the hips. Exhale, begin to come forward halfway. And then notice how much the hips want to move. And how the front leg wants to lock in. Keep a micro bend through the knee. Notice how much weight you want to shift into the front leg. Keep grounded through the back foot. Inhale where you are. Exhale, fold. And then when you fold, notice what happens through the back of the front leg, the glute and the hamstring. One more breath, in and out. Yep. Hands crawl forward, left knee bends, right leg lifts, standing splits. Breath. Maybe a hop or what. 10 toes on the mat. Knees bent, arms up, chair pose. Arrive. Connect with your strength. Clear focus. Not emotionless, just clarity. And then invite softness. Pour love over it. Forward fold, let it go. Exhale. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or float. Hips go back, downward facing. In through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Yes, again, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Find your way forward, plank it is. Feet are slightly apart if you have them together. Inhale where you are. Exhale, heels go off to your right. Hold it there. Back through the center. Inhale. Exhale to your left. Back through the inhale. Exhale through your right. Left arm comes up. Side plank. Again, find strength. Reach with the top fingers too. Active everywhere. Yep. Left hand down, right knee to nose, bring it in. Three-legged dog, lengthen. Step your right foot in, warrior two to rise. Drop your back heel down, open the hip, and come up. And then sink in. Come on, Keith, give me a wider stance. Yes, nice, right? Yes. Uh-huh. There you go, I like it. Reverse, up and over, and then hold. Hold the reverse. Keep reaching, keep lifting. Stay in that front knee. All of you bend back into the front knee a little bit more. There it is. Nice. There it is. Yes. Uh-huh. Breathe. Breathe. One more breath, extended side angle. And take it light first. Put it on the leg. Lengthen and reach. Notice if you have to adjust your stance. And then maybe lower down just a tad. Or find a half bind or whatever you have. Tighten up your back leg. Hold it tight. Pull your belly in. So good, you guys. Nice, Rebecca. Back to warrior two. Up and over, reverse, arms go down, frame the foot. Right leg goes long, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, flex your foot, open your hip. Now come forward, right knee connects under to the left tricep. Tap it in. Go back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, flex your foot, open your hip. Again, come forward, right to left, tap it in. One more time, scoot it back, three-legged, bend, flex, open. Connect under, right to the left, shoot your right leg out, left arm comes up, fallen triangle. And then however you want to open it up, if you want to open it up a little bit, go for it, right? Again, invite whatever softness, whatever fluidity needs to come. Yes. Nice. Coming back, right knee to nose. Wrap it in, three-legged dog, lengthen. Step your right foot in, warrior two, open up. Straighten your front leg, up and over, reverse triangle. Pull your hips in, pull the back into front, arms to a T, hold. Reach your arms back first, backwards. Yep, and to front. And to back. And to front, hold from there, and then slowly lower your right hand down, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Hold. Yes. Yes. Again, where is the structure? Where is the strength? And then where can you soften your experience? One more breath. Look down for balance, right knee bends. Reverse your warrior. Standing splits, arms go down, left leg lifts. Again, maybe there's a hop, maybe not. 10 toes on the mat is where we meet. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, knees bend, arms up, chair pose. Here you are again, arrive. Find the strength, connect with the shape, connect with the fire within, and then soften your experience. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or float. Up dog, down dog is where we meet. In through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Again, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Come forward, find your way to plank. Feet are slightly apart. Dropping the heels off to your left first. Back through the center. Off to your right. Back through the center, off to your left. Side plank, right arm up. And then again, whatever you have here, once you have the strength and the structure, what can you do? Coming back, hands on the mat, right knee to, left knee to nose. Three-legged dog, lengthen. Step your left foot all the way in, back heel down, warrior two to rise. And then sink in, find the shape, find the support, find the strength, find the alignment, focus, clarity, resilience. Breathe. Reverse. Lifting through the left side. Keep in the front knee. Do not back off. And if you did back off, rebend into it again. Hip points in the same height. Expanding, lengthening through the left side rib cage. Slowly to extend it. Move. Left forearm on the quad or just above the knee. And again, maybe adjustment in stance is necessary. Mindful of the right hip point. It's not sticking up. It's right in one line with the side of your body. One more breath. In and out. Yeah, back to reverse. Up and over. Arms go down. Frame the foot. Left leg goes long. Three-legged dog. Lengthen. Cross it under to the right tricep. Tapping in. Shift forward. Align the weight equally through both arms. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee. Flex your foot. Open. And cross it under. One more time. Back. Open. And cross it under. Shoot your left leg out underneath yourself. Fallen triangle on this side. And then slowly finding your way back. Three-legged dog, scooted back. Step your left foot in, warrior two to rise again. Up and over, straighten your front leg as you go back. And then arms go to a T. Find an evenness through your hips. Pull your arms backwards first. Yep, and then to front. And to back. And to front, hold there for a moment, and then slowly begin to lower your left, or both of your arms rather, right? You're kind of like a little robot. Nice. Checking in with the low back, little inflation at the space at your low back. Pull your belly in to support, yes. Beautiful, you guys, beautiful. 2 more breaths, in and out, just as you are, mindful of dropping your head. Keep your head active and reaching. Extension of your spine. Look down, left knee bends, up and over, reverse. Standing splits, arms go down, right leg lifts. Again, maybe a hop, maybe not. We're a little afraid to fall off the porch into the darkness. 10 toes on the mat. Knees bend. Oh, it's like the ultimate test of your fear, right? Yep. Chair pose. Forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back, lengthen, plant your hands through your vinyasa, step or float. Up dog, downward facing dog, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. One more just like that, in through your nose, open mouth, let it go. Coming forward, find your way to plank. Hold your plank. Slowly right knee travels to the right tricep, tap it in, cross it under to the left, hold it there. Back to the right, hold it there, three-legged dog, hips go back. Step your right foot all the way in, drop down onto your back knee, fingertips stay, chest lifts. Half splits, bring it back. And then just flow with your breath. Inhale brings you to front. And then exhale brings you to back. Make sure your back toes are tucked. You're going all the way to warrior three this time. Coming forward, use your back foot as a momentum. Push off of it slightly. Maybe the hands interlace on the front thigh or wherever you want to put them is fine by me. And again, where is the strength coming from this particular shape? How can you build the most stable structure? And then once you have it, how can you invite softness into it? Right knee bend, step your left foot back, arms rise, high crescent lunge. Bring your hands to heart center, and then drop down onto your back knee again. Inhale, lengthen and prepare. Exhale, twist off to your right. So hooking the left elbow. Now make sure that you have space between your belly and your thighs, and then you're pushing into your arms to actually, no twisting for you. There you go, good job. You could do just maybe cactus arms, maybe that, that's perfect. Now tuck your back toe and lift your back knee. Yeah, and then hold it there. Can you maintain that shape? Can you maintain the twist? Notice where it's happening. Hollow out the belly again. Arms go back up, high crescent lunge. And then back to standing split. Arms go down, left leg lifts. Very nice, you guys. Hop or not. Erica, you're so brave. You are so is Alex. Alex is going to fall off the porch too. But he's used to it. He already did it. He has practice of falling off the porch. 10 toes on the mat. Knees bend. Arms up. Chair pose. Here we go. Hold it, breathe. One more breath. Let the music carry you through it. Forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back, plant your hands, step or float. I love how you guys are warm. It seems like you're warm. That's great because it's like freaking cold. Up dog, down dog, where we meet. In through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Alright, one more side. Come forward, find your way to plank. Our favorite pose of the day, plank. Left knee connects to the left tricep, tap it in and hold. Cross it under to the right. Slowly, right? Slowly. Back to the left. And then three-legged dog, lengthen. Step your left foot all the way in, drop down onto your back knee, chest lift, inhale. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front with your breath, fluid. And to back, half splits. Tuck your back toe all the way to warrior 3. Take your time getting there. Work with the standing leg. Engage the back leg. Drop the back hip. Use the back heel. Lift the heart, crown of the head reaching. Breathe. Find your belly. Pull it up against the low back. No dumping through the low back. Left knee bend. Step it back. Arms rise. High crescent lunge. Lower yourself all the way down onto your back knee. Hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen, prepare. Exhale, twist. And then find something here, right? Notice if you'll benefit from pulling the hips slightly further back or not. If the back foot is tucked or untucked. And there's definitely traction from the outside of your right triceps and your left knee. Tuck your back toe, slowly begin your left knee or your right knee up. And then find your way. Can you maintain the twist? Can you breathe? Woof. Back up, arms rise, high crescent, standing splits. Here we go. Whew. Hop or not, whenever you're ready. 10 toes on the mat, knees bend, arms up. Chair pose. One more breath. Forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back, plant your hands, walk, step, float. If you want me. Downward facing dog, take a moment. And then just drop down to your knees. Sit your butt on your legs. Take a little bit of a breather. Is my volume working, maybe? Yeah, okay. Warm? Warm? You all warm. Rebecca is like completely... Look at this fire. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this little fire. This is great. I cannot believe it. It's so great. I didn't think it would last. Like, I didn't think that even if I started it, that it would actually... But it's going really good. This is awesome. All right, so... do something yoga. Oh my god. Oh, do something yoga. All right. So I think it's really interesting for me how the flows. This is like a kind of a standard flow. I think Keith and I can agree that it's not a fucked up flow. We have so many. We had so many fucked up flows since Scorpio season. It's been really interesting, and it's been nice to like tap into like simplicity, if you will. I really like that, even though sometimes I'm just like, do we need to dress it up a little bit, you know? And then I'm like, no, we don't. Like, why would we need to dress it up, right? So we'll do that again. A lot faster. We won't hold. We'll just kind of flow through it. And so notice, when I tell you this on a variety of occasions, but notice how it changes the way that you get yourself into shapes when you don't have the time to necessarily, right, like properly stepping in, taking the time of dropping, like really grounding through the feet, and then really like pushing off of the feet, right? However, whichever part of it, when you are going in a certain pace and then you're moving and you are already thinking a little further forward, right? You're not truly in the present moment in that shape. Animal Crossing. Anybody know Animal Crossing? Anybody? Except me and Alex. Animal Crossing?
Oh, Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You know how they always stand when you're going to somebody's island and they always stand on their plaza and they're like anyway, so just notice that basically back to your yoga. Notice how it's different when you have time and when you don't. Notice how it's different when you don't know where you're heading, where you're just arriving to the shape that you're going into and then you're there, versus I know where I'm going and then I know what's coming next and I'm kind of like already like 3 poses ahead, right? Not in a present moment. So try to stay in a present moment as much as possible. All right, let's go. I don't want you guys to cool down at all because I don't think I have enough blankets for everybody. I only have so many blankets for Shavasana. All right, downward facing. Let's go. We do have a good pace. It's not too fast, but I think it'll be hopefully just good enough. All right, in through your nose. Open mouth. Let it go. Let's do one more for good measures. In through your nose fully. And release. That's right. Coming forward, find your way to plank. Right knee, right tricep, tap it in. Step it back. Left to left, tap it in. Step it back. Right to right, tap it in. 3-legged dog, lengthen. Step your right foot all the way in, left heel dials down. Warrior one, rise. Stay for exhale. Inhale, lift up off of your back foot, drag it in, step it back down, straighten your legs. Inhale where you are, exhale, release your arms, and then come halfway down. Take a breath in halfway. Exhale, fold all the way. 1 breath in. And then 1 breath out. Come back to halfway. Hands down inside of your right foot. Right arm goes up. Revolve half moon. So you have twisted already. Here's more. Right hand goes back down. Right knee bends. Scroll your hands forward. Left leg lifts. Standing splits. Breath. Yes. 10 toes on the mat. Knees bent. Arms up. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or float. Inhale through your up. Exhale through your down. Standing on the right side, coming forward, find your way to plank. Again, separate your feet if they're not already. Hips go, heels off to your right. Back up and to your left. Back up. And to your right, your left arm's gonna come up. Breath in and out. Left hand goes back down. Heels lift. Right knee comes into your nose. 3-legged dog. Hips go back. Step your right foot all the way in. Open up. Warrior 2. Up and over right away. Extended side angle. Reach. Yes. Find it. Back to reverse. Arms go down, frame the foot. Right leg goes long, 3-legged, bend your knee, flex your foot, open your hip when you get there, and then cross it forward and under. And go back again. Yes, and cross it under, strength through your arms. Back. Last one, cross it under, shoot your right leg out, left arm goes up. And then take a moment here, whatever you need to do. Left hand finds the mat, knee to nose. 3-legged dog, lengthen. Step your right foot all the way in, coming back up to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, up and over, reverse triangle. Yes, arms go to a T, and then you go backwards first. Reach back. Yes, and then forward, hold it, and then lower down, Trikonasana. Beautiful, you guys. So good. 1 breath in and out. Feel the shape. Look down. Right knee bends. Up and over. Reverse. Arms go down. Standing splits. Left leg lifts. Hop or not. 10 toes on the mat. Knees bend. Arms up. Chair pose. Stay for exhale. Inhale where you are. Forward fold. Let it go. Half lift, flat back, plant your hands, step or float. Heart comes through. And then hips go back. One breath in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Coming forward to a plank, hold it. Right knee, right tricep, bring it in. Cross it under, hold it. Back to right, hold it. Three-legged dog, hips go back. Step your right foot in, drop down onto your back knee. Chest lifts. Half splits, bring it back. Yes, and to front with your breath. And to back. And to warrior 3. Stay for exhale. Inhale where you are, right knee bend, step it back, arms rise, high crescent lunge, stay upright, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen and reach. Exhale, twist. Nice. Breath up, back up, arms rise. Standing splits. 10 toes on the mat is your release. If you hopping, go ahead, totally fine. Knees bend, arms up, chair pose. Stay for exhale. And inhale, let it go, release. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or float. Heart up dog. Hips back, downward facing, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. One more, in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Other side, coming forward, find your way to plank. Find your heels, tighten up, left to left, tap it in. Step it back, right to right, tap it in. Step it back, left to left, tap it in. Three-legged dog, hips go back. Step your left foot in, right heel down. Warrior 1, rise. Yes, stay for exhale. Inhale, lift up through your back foot. Straighten your legs, find your hips. Inhale, step it back in, wiggle out the hips. Exhale, come down. There's a breath in here. Exhale all the way down. There's another breath in here and an exhale. Come to halfway, fingertips down, left arm comes up. One breath in and out. Notice the two sides of body, how different they are. Left hand back down, left knee bends, crawl your fingertips forward, right leg lift, standing splits. Hop or not, 10 toes on the mat, knees bent, arms up, chair pose. One exhale here. Inhale where you are, forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or float. Heart comes through on your inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. One breath in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Coming forward to a plank again. Heels are slightly apart. Heels drop to your left first. Back up through the center. Off to your right, keep the arms nice and even, back through the center, off to your left, right arm comes up, side plank. Yep, coming back to plank, ground first, left knee comes to the nose, three-legged dog, hips go back, step your left foot all the way in, warrior 2 to rise, and reverse right away, the other left, it's alright. Extend it, side angle. Back to reverse. Stay deep in your legs. Arms go down. Frame the foot. Left leg goes long. Three-legged. Bend your knee. Flex your foot open. And then shift forward and cross it under. Tap it in. Find the structure through your arms. Hold. Go back again. Bend. Flex. Open. Cross it under. Last one. Come forward. Cross it under. Shoot your left leg out. And then take a moment here. Coming back to plank, left knee to nose. Three-legged dog, lengthen. Step your left foot all the way in, coming up, warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, up and over, reverse triangle. Find your hips, inner thighs. Arms go to a T. Push the right hip forward, even the thumb, reach back. Yes, and to front, very nice, and lower Trikonasana. 2 breaths. Look down, left knee bends, all the way to reverse. Standing split, arms go down, right leg lifts. Exhale, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale to chair pose. Stay for exhale. Breath in, forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back, plant your hands, step or float. Inhale brings you to up dog, or we meet all in downward facing dog. 1 breath in through your nose. Open mouth, let it go. Last piece of work. We're almost done. Come forward to a plank. Find it. Activate it. Build it up. Left knee taps in. Cross it under to the right. Back to the left. And hips go back. 3-legged. Step your left foot in. Drop down onto your back knee. Chest lifts. Half splits. Bring it back. Yes. And to front. And to back. Warrior 3 is your exit. Find your way as smoothly, fluidly as you can. And then arrive in full strength. 1 more breath. Step it back. Exhale. Arms up. High crescent. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen, reach. Exhale, twist. Back through the center. Arms rise. Arms go down. Standing splits. 1 last one. 10 toes on the mat. Knees bend, arms up, chair pose. Stay for exhale. Forward fold, let it go. Half lift, flat back. Plant your hands. 3 of Vinyasa. Up dog, down dog. Stay there for just a moment. Check in with the back of your legs. Find your breath. Check in with the shoulders and the head. Yes. And now you can drop down onto your knees. Sit your butt on a blanket or on your hoodie. Put your socks back on. or fuzzy shoes or whatever you've got. I know you didn't. It's kind of smart, but I like to be barefoot. All right. So, fast versus slow. Yeah, you can lay down. It's fine. I'd like to fold first, if that's cool with you. However you want to do your feet. Supta Baddha Konasana or Radha Baddha Konasana or extended legs is fine. However you like to find a little bit of a lift through the heart, a little bit of a hinge in the waist, and then just kind of fold. And just right again, find the support from the ground, from the earth, from the porch. It's always here for you. You can always come lay down on the porch, even if I'm not home. Just let yourself in, lay on the porch, take a breath, leave me a sticky note on the window. I was just talking to Gretchen. Some of you know Gretchen. Gerard, you know Gretchen, right? And she was telling me that Gretchen is this magical human being who has a lot of intuitive skills, and she does all kinds of things. But she was telling me how this porch has developed this own entity. It's like its own thing. It's like, I just happen to live here. You're like, you just happen to live there, you know? It's not really like yours. And I'm like, okay, thanks. So it's not really mine, apparently. You can all have it. It's all yours. It's all ours. It's ours. Feel free to drop an ear towards your shoulder. And then maybe chin into the chest. And then ear towards the other shoulder. And then back into the chest. And then slowly come back up. We're gonna keep the Shavasana somewhat short just because of it's cooling down rather quickly. So lay all the way down onto your back. And then just, soften the body as best as you can. Again, if you have something to cover yourself in, please do that. Allow the feet to open up. Allow the body to become heavy. Allow the ground beneath you to support you fully. And then imagine that you have a complete trust in that support. There is nothing that will not hold you, right? That scenario does not exist. And then notice the hardness. You are laying on wood, so kind of notice the hardness of the wood itself. And now imagine what is it going to take for you to soften that shape up. Can you pour some water in between your back and the ground? Just enough that you can just lightly float but feel completely safe and supported. How can you stand on the ultimate support with the softness and love? How can you become one with life in that scenario?
That you are this universe. And you are creating at every moment. beginning now, that's trailing like the wake of a ship from now. And the wake of the ship fades out, so does the past. You look back there to explain things, but the explanation disappears. You never find it there. Things are not explained by the past. They're explained by what happens now. Cheer up. You can't blame anyone else for the kind of world you're in. And if you know, you see that I, in the sense of the person, the front, the ego, that really doesn't exist, then it won't go to your head too badly if you wake up and discover that you're God.
Find your breath again. Notice how when you connect with the breath, you connect to the body, you get back to the body. Slowly invite some movement to the fingers, to the toes. Stretch the fingers apart, stretch the toes apart. Maybe the arms reach up over your head. Give yourself a little stretch and a little reach. Leg, arm, leg. Whenever you're ready, maybe the knees come into the chest. Squeeze them in. Maybe you roll onto your side. Maybe you roll up and down the spine. Find your way back up. You know, we don't have mosquitoes in this cold, so there's that silver lining, right? But it is a little chilly, but there's no wind, so that's good. And then when you find your way upright, sit bones into the mat, belly in and up, chest rises, shoulders soft, chin tucked in slightly, crown of the head reaching up. Take a big breath in through your nose. And sigh it out, open mouth, let it go. Maybe, just maybe, the hands find their way to heart center, showing gratitude to yourselves for showing up on your mat. Mindfulness to the breath space, to the heart space, and the sacred that unites us all. From my heart to yours, always. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for being here, for coming out in the cold, talking astrology, or letting me talk astrology, rather. Letting me talk astrology. Yeah. So, and it happened while we were porching. So, well, actually, maybe a few minutes ago, I think it was like 6:40 something. It's 7 o'clock right now. So,
You see it?
did I see it? No, where is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's here.
Oh, I got it kind of a light right.
Oh, no, it should be somewhere there. Yeah, it's somewhere there. You may see it when you walk out of the house. Sometimes we see it on the side. It depends. It's definitely over there. There is some clouds. Oh, see? There she is. There she is, the Luna. Sometimes, I've told some of you this already know this, like sometimes as it travels, I see it from my bed. Like literally, I'm laying down and then opening my eyes and it's like, what? How? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Always pleasure. The pleasure is always mine. 2 weeks. There will be another one. As long as the moon keeps coming. As the moon keeps disappearing and then showing up again. And as some people are showing up, we'll keep this running. Oh yeah, blankets. Anything. That was good. I need to get more blankets.
Seems like the wind calmed down.
There's no wind now, yeah. It's nice. Alright. I will say goodbye to our friends in the whole wide world. Bye, Casey. Bye, Christy. Bye, Zach. Bye, Marlene. Love you guys all so much. Thank you. Thank you.